Minnesota Fighting Vikings superstar wide receiver Justin freaking Jefferson is having an amazing special year, one of the greatest receiving years in NFL history. He should be in the thick, THICC, of the MVP race along with Patrick Mahomes and Jalen Hurts. It should be those three as your finalists. And we're in the midst of a special season. The Vikings 11-3, what it be? And JJ has just been phenomenal. And he's going after the NFL record for most receiving yards in a single season. Calvin Johnson set that in 2012 with 1964. But remember, yes, 16-game season versus 17-game season. Fully understand that. But Jefferson is getting it done in games that matter. The Lions were Garbaggio that year. And also, you look back, Megatron had 122 catches, but only 5 touchdowns and also 204 targets. So it really was just volume. Like Matthew Stafford just chucking it up, whatever. But Jefferson with his 12-catch, 123-yard, 1-touchdown game against the Colts. That after setting the franchise regular season record 223. I don't know why Anthony Carter doesn't count, but whatever. So, yeah, Justin Jefferson has been doing work the last couple weeks, and heading into the final 3 games of the season, he does have a good chance to break the record. He's actually on pace for 1,971 yards, which would break Calvin Johnson's record by 7, and he does still have an outside shot at 2,000 yards, where he still has to put up 377. I think I nailed it. 377 yards in the final 3 games. So he has to average $1.25 and some change, and then go from there. And JEROME Ezekiel Cousins was asked by the local media jackals, like, what would it mean for Justin Jefferson to hit that record and for Kirk to be part of it? So he said this, quote, well, also, first off, he didn't know what the record was. He actually had to ask. And he also had to reconfirm that no one has done 2,000 before. So apparently Kirk, for as amazing of an NFL quarterback as Kirk Cousins can be, he's not boned up on history. Like he didn't know that the Vikings had set the all-time comeback record on Saturday either. But this is what I said. You want to see your team have great success. And just behind that, you want to see your teammates have great success, and you want to have both. And he went on to talk about how Justin Jefferson's having the record to mean a lot for the teammates, the coaches, for everyone involved. But he did stress, and he sort of hedged a little bit. I mean, Kirk Cousins would make a pretty solid politician. Like, he really gives good non-answer answers, as well as hedging quite a bit. If I play both sides, I'm always winning, or something like that. And he did say that team success is first and foremost, versus Megatron put up 1964 in a season when the Lions were sub 500 and didn't make the playoffs. But the Vikings are 11-3. They secured the NFC North, and now in the final 3 games of the season, they have a chance to maybe steal the 1 seed from the Eagles. If the Eagles lose out, the Vikings win out, and they need to do some work to stay ahead of the Niners for the 2 seed. But head coach Kevin O'Connell also sort of hedged a little bit. So Thomason, Pioneer Press, go. Vikings coach Kevin O'Connell said Justin Jefferson is the kind of guy who would fight him if there is a desire to cut his snaps down the stretch. He could break the all-time record for receiving yards. So he says this now, but there is scenarios. Say the Niners lose a game, the Vikings win, and they basically lock up the 2 seed, or the Eagles win and the Vikings are boxed out of the 1 seed, which is fine. It could be a spot where, especially after that injury scare that he had against the Colts, and also the Colts and the last couple weeks, teams just hammering Justin Jefferson, basically just trying to take him out of the game. Let's be honest here. Maybe there's some thoughts like, hey, yeah, you know what? Let's protect Justin Jefferson in these games that don't matter. And yeah, it would be nice to go after the record, but are we just going to keep chucking it up just so JJ can get his 2K? I sort of see the point. I mean, he does have a chance for history, but what's more important, keeping him healthy for the playoffs and a potential Super Bowl run, or a record? I don't know, but I think that there is a world where down the stretch the Vikings do have to be winning these last 3 games, and man, remember that Charlie Sheen took over for 2 months. Anyways, but there is a scenario where, say the Eagles keep losing or start to lose, which would be nice, and say the Niners keep winning and the Vikings really want to secure that 2 seed, not because of wild card matchups, but because of potentially 2 home games in the division round, and also a chance at hosting the NFC title game if Philly gets upset in the divisional round. So the Vikings could have a spot where they have to win against the Giants, have to win against the Packers. have to win against the Bears, and that would make sense for the Vikings to keep chucking and keep getting being offensive. So I do think that Kevin O'Connell is going to give Justin Jefferson a bit of a chance, even though he's talked about reducing snaps for some key players. But I think he's talked about more older veterans and guys have been dinged up. But I think he's going to give him a lot more of a chance than Zimmer did. And Zimmer's just like, I don't care. Jay Cutler, don't care. Whatever. But I do like what Kirk Cousins said. A little bit of a hedging, but deep down, give Kirk Cousins some sodium pentothal, a little bit of truth serum, and he'd be like, I would love to be part of this because my name would be forever a part of that. I was the guy who threw to Justin friggin' Jefferson, and it's not going to get him any respect amongst the media or amongst fans league-wide, or hell, even some Vikings fans, but it would still be a super cool milestone, especially so early in Justin Jefferson's career. But your thoughts are thoughts. Kirk Cousins wants JJ to hit 2K yards. Let us know your thoughts and our thoughts in the comment section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. Want to support the work? Put a little something in the Venmo, but till next time, Skol, production value.